Oh my goodness, hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. It's been, I think, about a week and a half since I last played this game, I think. My goodness, today is July 30th, 2023. We're about to hit August. And if I recall correctly, in the last episode, we eliminated Vianata from this shard, and we are now at war with the final remaining master, Doricos. It is turn 186. My goodness, we've been on this shard for a while. We are earning 2,040 gold per turn and 124 gems. Looks like we're not really running into any monetary concerns at the moment. Yeah, my goodness. We have constructed almost all the buildings that we care to construct at the moment inside our domain. We have a handful of more magical structures to construct. And I think the plan was to get the Black Lotus if I haven't already gotten it. We did get it. Okay, perfect. For our heroes, we have Leith, our level 30 gang leader. He has some decent gear on him at the moment. Things of note are the Hunter's Cloak, the Manticore Belt, Orinor's Amulet for a little more spell power, which helps his healing spells and his Bless spell a tiny bit, and a Springald, which we purchased, it seems like, so long ago. He's making do with some silver arrows as well, and occasionally I might swap out for the Agate Amulet. His army is looking fairly good. We have some very metalled units, and we're getting very close to Knight That Say Nay becoming a tiered up knight, which will be a champion. Treafer, a level 24 strategist at the moment. Looks like we lost our Death Touch at some point. Very respectable. I'm hoping to get maybe 2 more levels on him, possibly 3, and then it's time to assault Doricos. Bandit's Bow, along with a Raider's Jacket for a little bit of that set completed. He, too, is using a Manticore's Belt, Astral Boots, and some pieces of a Veteran's set are on him at the moment. His army is also looking fairly good, with several high-level knights, 2 level 12s. Once again, I think level 18 they can become champions. And several other lower-leveled metal units, and or 2 Veteran Spearmen as well. I think the plan will be to probably drop this... Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dennis, but we're probably going to drop you out of this army. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, it's looking pretty good for him. Targ, our level 18 Dark Knight. Some good gear on him as well. He has the pick of the litter for decent melee weapons, or okay ones, I suppose. At the moment, he's wielding Elven Blades. He has almost the entire Valor set assembled. A Phoenix Cloak, Crab Bracers, an Elemental Ring of Fire. Looking very respectable. No Tier 1 units for him at this point any longer. It's a waste to try to keep them alive. He's going to make do with his very tiny undead army. And Urzanar. Do I have a 5th? We do not have a 5th hero. Urzanar, our level 7 Summoner. We're going to probably be making him a Druid at this rate, considering that we've taken 3 points in Wand Master, and Summoning will definitely get a 3rd point when we level it up again. Even though we don't have much in the way of summoning spells at the moment, we'll probably give him a Create Gargoyle when we get access to it. A Wand of Ages, a fantastic ranged weapon for him. Cloak of Whirlwinds, Moon Bracelet, and a single piece of the Incarnation set. His army is all spearmen and a healer to help him out at the moment, too. We have an alliance with the Ratmen, as you might remember, and hopefully we'll be... Oh, we already built the Grand Altar as well. Very nice. Okay, so before we get going on this shard, a few things to remember. We reverted once. I think in the last episode, when we tried to fight the Cult of Necrus, we just don't have the damage output to deal with 5 vampires. Even with our Mighty Knights, it wasn't enough. we need more Smite Evil, or we need like a Blind Faith spell or something of the sort, so we can potentially kill one a turn. On that same note, we still had to deal with the Malfikar and those Warlocks in that battle. That was really grueling. Took me down a notch. I thought we could basically handle anything. A good reminder. It has been a week and a half, guys, since I've last played as well, because I am caring for these little cats. I put a video up on my channel, and you guys, thank you for all, many of you stopped by to at least take a peek at the little guys. Their mother is now here as well. There was a complication which occurred for her in a day or two after her surgery. One of her milk ducts became filled. She had one breast, effectively, that was swollen, and according to Flo, who reached out to a nursing specialist for cats, she was encouraged to bring Mom, who I call Oreo, back to the kids. And assuming she would nurse them, and she is still nursing them, they would probably drain all the milk out of it. And that is exactly what Rumor did. Rumor went nuts on that particular nipple for Mom. And helped save Mom's life. So she didn't need any surgery, she didn't need any antibiotic, she didn't need to go to, obviously, the emergency room. And Mom was looking quite content when she wants to be bothered by the little ones, which is not all the time. It's been amazing, and I've spent a lot of time now getting my house rearranged. Shelves have been cleared, things have been moved higher to keep the cats away from them in my bookshelves. New shelves are everywhere, outlets, child outlet protectors are everywhere. Various cords have cabling on them, or bite-proof cabling to try to stop the little ones from biting through my electrical cables. All sorts of things have been happening this week. My goodness, I have another cat tower arriving today, which I plan to put in the back room to keep them more entertained. And if everything goes well, tomorrow I'm going to let them out of that back room and into the computer room briefly to see if I can get to see where they go and what they decide to do. I hope everything will be good for them. As I look around right now to make sure I have everything I can plan is hopefully planned. I have a good appreciation for kitty litter now. My goodness. That stuff gets everywhere. I picked up a Roomba, and I plan to be using that to keep up with the amount of mess that the cats and the kittens may bring everywhere. And I still have to put magnetic locks, childproof locks, on my cabinet doors to stop the cats from getting into them. I have to make sure I remember to always shut my bathroom door. I do not want them getting in there, and the bedroom too, as I would rather them not be in that room either. It's going to be very tricky, because 3 kittens and a cat, if I do have them out of that back room and in this room, I can keep them out of the living room via a Asian room divider and some heavy blockades on the other side of it. But trying to watch them is going to be tricky. But this is consuming a good amount of the time that I normally would have spent recording. And I love it. I absolutely love these little guys. If everything goes well, then I believe at this time next week, Flo will arrive and the little ones will be taken to have their operations performed. The mother, I can probably let her out in the house without the little ones here to crawl all over everything. And then the question will be, what am I going to do with the kittens? I am torn between keeping one of them, or indeed giving them all up for a rescuer. I would like them to go all to one person. I feel that it's best to keep the kittens in pairs if I can. They've all been litter mates, and playing together has proven to be very helpful for them. They keep themselves entertained. Though I am still playing with them for about an hour and a half or so a day, breaking out the worm toy into like 2 different sessions. My goodness, guys, I am out of shape. I've also come down with some sort of food poisoning, or my Crohn's has flared on me. I'm hoping that I remembered to wash my hands after every time I've handled the little ones, but probably once or twice I did not do this. For the past week, I've been having some stomach cramping, and my, let's just say, it reminds me of like a Crohn's flare, and things have been coming out of me a bit, not right, shall we say. I think I picked up, I think some food poisoning has been bothering me. It might actually have been a sub that I ate a week ago on Sunday night, which caused me to have quite a bit of diarrhea the next day. So I think that's probably it. Not that... Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys, for going into that. I'm sorry. I talk about plumbing problems, shall we say, with my doctors all the time. And since I have Crohn's, that's something that I'm used to talking with my other family members. So also, some of them have Crohn's or irritable bowel syndrome. In any case, I think I'm done babbling. So sorry about that. That was quite a long tangent. Let me cut the recording here. And then I'll be back to begin this episode. Alright, guys. So, let's get started. I would like this shard to be completed by turn 210. So I think I'm going to spend the next about 20 turns trying to gain a few more levels and a few more pieces of equipment on my various higher level heroes, and then we will launch our assault on Doricos' capital. I'm somewhat confident that we can probably eliminate this guard if we assault it with 3 heroes. We'll lose probably the first hero and that army to making the assault, but the other 2 heroes together, if we might lose 2 of them and their armies, but the 3rd hero will probably be able to mop up what is left. Hopefully, we can also then handle the other heroes that come over here to defend the location afterwards. But that's the current plan. So, let's get started. What were we doing, by the way? Alright, so Leaf isn't doing anything currently. Ancient Guards. We can try Ancient Guards once. Trefer is exploring a province. I don't know if I agree with that, but one more turn here will get this to 70%, and then it can grow. So we'll let him do that. Target's exploring this province. I guess that will be okay. And Erznar is also exploring. Do we have any other buildings that need upgrading? Paying in particular attention to, to my town councils or inns. I generally don't want tax collectors because the population mood decreases. We can upgrade that mall to a market. I'm going to just upgrade buildings at the moment. Okay, here. Oh, okay, we can only build one more building. For rituals, we have Holy Army ready. Dionium, okay. I have not seen Dionium anywhere. Those will be located in forests someplace. And I do not see... I do not see it anywhere. Okay. What other rituals do we have? Nothing else, I guess, that we need to cast. Let's go ahead and just end the turn, then. Unless there's something that we can build in our capital? We can probably earn another... Oh, no, we can't. We already built a building. Okay, let's end the turn. Urjanar found some tower ruins. This is too strong for him. Militiaman, slinger, brigand, bowman, thief, gang leader, and a thug. Retreat. While exploring the province of Scorpio Wasteland, the hero targets found a small halfling farmstead. Several families of the undersized people are working peacefully in fields and vegetable gardens. No guards are visible. What are your orders, master? I begin trading with the halflings. Alright, we earn 1 more gold per turn. A knowledge store. Let's examine it. Scholar, Gargoyle, Adept, Mage, Stone Golem, Living Armor, High Mage. The High Mage is Gandalf. The Living Armor is incredibly difficult to destroy. Otherwise, I might have attempted this. Let me scout this. 2 Living Armors and 3 Stone Golems. No, we're not here to fight. Enter the shop. Look at the goods. And now's a good time for me to consider selling things I know I'm not going to need for potentially spells I might really benefit from. What's for sale here? Headwind, Mass Curse. That is a tier 3 spell. Raise Vampire. I don't know if our Dark Knight gets a tier 4 spell slot. Anti-magic, Word of Life, Scourge of Chaos. Deals 8 hit point damage to ally or enemy unit, and gives them a second turn. Only if they have already moved. Magic resistance and magic immunity have no effect from this spell. Oh, that's interesting. Has no effect on undead, mechanical units, heroes, animals, elementals, and chaos lords. So normal dudes, humans, and demons. Since I don't know if we get... I don't even know if we get access to a tier 4... You know, I can find out really quick. 1 second. You guys remember a long time ago that one video I put up with the changes I wanted to do? I actually revisited those changes with the thought that I would try to balance it a bit differently and make another video about it. That was actually months ago now. Let's see. What's important to you guys is I am currently off-screening going to my Eador Genesis videos. Here we go. Because I want to... Oh, do I not have it here? Oh, here it is. Let's see. Okay, so what does the Dark Knight get? The Dark Knight gets 4 max command. That is not enough for a tier 4 unit, so I don't think he has one. Okay, yeah, so that's useless. Okay, so we don't want Raise Vampire. Nothing here is really that super amazing then. Mass Curse is the only somewhat useful thing. But I don't think we need it. Yeah, I don't think we need it. I think we're good. Let's just end it. Let's leave here then. Okay, we're gonna try to fight some ancient guards. My guess is there is... Oh! 4 stone golems? What's here? 3 stone golems, 2 ancient catapults, 2 ancient ballista. So we are definitely losing units here. Well, let's do it. Hopefully we won't immediately lose the catapult. Let's do it. So, these are far more dangerous than the golems are. So we need to slam into these. If I can kill if I can kill this other catapult, that would be extremely helpful. But I don't see how I do that without shooting it. Or without a haste. Actually, our catapult might be able to destroy this. Let's see if it can. Okay, we'll then haste here. I don't really feel like anyone else needs to move up. Except for this knight. And let's see what they decide to do. The best thing ever. They attack separate things. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a good... Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We don't have a good charge on this catapult any longer. Maybe we won't need that. It's been a long time, viewer, since I've attempted to fight ancient guards. Going first, and being able to immediately kill 2 of these siege engines was very helpful. Oops, I hit R for rest instead of repair. Well, we can let that thing live another round, I guess. Oops, that was a misclick. I fully understand now how most of my misclicks are happening in game. It's because I am not clicking on the unit I mean to click on. I'm clicking near it, and then my other unit has enough movement to move there, or the game automatically selects something. Suddenly, something is moved out of position. It's rather frustrating. Very good, Leith. 2 hit points for our shooter. Hit point or another Smite Evil. Let's give you a... How many points do you have? 14, so low. Smite Evil. Oh, someone... Oh, man. I have to double check my comments. I forget. I didn't write anything down. I've been so busy this week. I have several other people who want to be part of the team. So I'll have to take a look at that. Someone wanted to be a Icarai. I guess we'll give you a repair workman. Ooh, healing or ammo? You have meditation, so you can recover ammo. Let's give you a healing. 2 counterattack or 2 stamina. 2 counterattack. Backstab +2. Defense +1. Giant's Belt. 7 hit points, 3 attack, 1 counterattack. Bless the Pilgrims. I can't resist health of my subjects. Okay, not bad. That was not difficult. This should totally go to our warrior. Okay, so... what do we want to do next? Upgrading buildings first. Let's go right down to the very, 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 very bottom this time. Let's see. Over here, could use a town council. What else is here? A lighthouse and a brewery. Okay. This mall can be a market if I'm going to keep it. And the same will happen with this mall. Okay. At home, we'll build the source of crystals. This will be like 8 or... This will be like 8 ogres, if I recall correctly, guarding that province. I guess I don't need to fight that one, right? Let's take his iron. We got a Cloak of Illusion as an item. I need to begin cleaning up this inventory. I'll do it off screen between parts. Oh, sorry everyone. I'm gonna be a bit burpy thanks to my stomach issues. I apologize. I don't even realize I'm doing it half the time. If I had a third piece of the heroes set, I guess I'm gonna do this now. Let's see. I'm still not sure what other hero I want, by the way. I have gear for just about any other hero for my 5th hero eventually. I guess you just stay there, Trader, for Targ. Nothing that you need. Keep exploring. Actually, Trayford does not need to stay here now. At 70%, this place can finish growing its population. We could probably handle all of this with Trayford. Maybe even the dragon. Though without a resurrection, that's a bit ugly. Yeah, let's go there. Oh, I can build a 4th structure. Okay, well, let's build a stable there, then. Truck keeps exploring. Ursnar, I guess, keeps exploring. And we end the turn. The guard's guard is fleeing. I will let them go. Lookout tower for Urzanar. Zombie, ghoul, necromancer, sorcerer, retreat. Tower ruins for Targ. 3 minotaurs. Sure, let's do it. 1, force march, 2, and use a word of life. Actually, no, that lasts 4 turns. This lasts... Oh, they both last 4 turns. I don't really want my undead to die to these things. I'm going to pull them back like this. On that note, my warrior... my warrior probably can't handle all of them. Let's move him here and word of life. And let's see what they do. I forgot I had dissolve armor. I'll let them just beat on my warrior. Right, the Elven Blades will let me regenerate. I'll regenerate, first strike. Counterattack. Keep the new guy. Another cursed helmet. Okay, we'll put down some new guards here. We'll put down Cav. There's no other location battles here, though. There's no real look. That might be a dragon's lair there. Oh, this was Vianata's territory at some point. We can go there and do a bunch of those battles with Leaf. Chairfer will fight some Inquisitors. Targ repairs the gear. Guess we'll hold on to the cursed helmet. Okay, we continue to upgrade buildings. There's no reason why we can't do this. I do apologize, viewer, if it's boring, but it is important. Market. I guess any place that has a granary left, I should consider if I want to actually make this into a stable or put something else here. We'll put something else in this one. Elemental Monument. I know we have one... Yeah, we have this place that has an empty slot. They're unhappy there? Let's give them an arena then. Yeah, let's get this up to at least 40%. Okay. And... oh, at home? Seer of Ice. Oh man, is that the last building too? Almost. We do have the Temple of Peace, but I don't... well, I mean, it doesn't hurt us at all. Decreases income from spoils of war and province plundering by 50%. Spoils of war. Is that looting when you're fighting provisional guards? Maybe. Oh, we have the artifact market too. We can still build, but that's next turn. Okay. End the turn. Conclave for Urzanar. I mean, we'll examine it, but we're fleeing. Tower Ruins for Targ. Shaman, Sorcerer, Gargoyle, Mage, Stone Golem, and a Witch Doctor. That's probably too tough for him. Wow, too easy for Treyafer. Let's retreat from there. Pay for the excavations. We find several ancient manuscripts describing some cooking recipes and fragments of some ancient tableware. The sages tell you these finds are the most valuable part of Eador's history. Sell this trash. I'll reward... that's excellent. Okay. Let's see. Granaries. Where is this location? We'll destroy that granary. I saw this was at a judge's house, so we'll upgrade that to a town council. And then we'll go down the pub route here. So pub, tavern, and an inn. And when we build the artifact market, what did we earn? Hat of Illusion, Morgenstern, some slug eggs, and traveler's boots. Maybe it's time we actually attack Doricos after all, right now. Because I think we can probably handle it. Have we seen what these demonologist groups consist of? These will be weaker groups. Because this is a tier 1 building. Place. Okay. We're going to go ahead and prepare to attack Doricos. Let's get all my heroes over here. Do I want Targ here? I mean, even if he kills any unit, that would be helpful. So yes, we'll bring him here too. The only one who's not going to come is Urzanar. And we'll start here by casting a Blizzard. And just end the turn. I mean, I guess we do fight, even if there's, like, even if they're super easy, we might as well get some experience points. Harpy Nest for Urzanar. 3 Harpies. It's tricky, but I think we can beat 3 Harpies. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you move back. That's annoying. There goes a good amount of my ammo. That sucks. But we still shoot her if we can. Elven arrows. I don't. Oh, I think we do have an elven bow on Treafer, if I recall. It doesn't matter. This is a really easy battle for Leith, but we're going to do it. Do it without sabotage. Poor thief. Another. Oh wow! And now we earn a hat of illusion. Okay. I'm just going to kind of skip most of this. Search for treasure. We gained 273 gold. Magic search ritual. Damn. Forbidden trees be cut down. Okay. Let's cast another spell here. We will cast the Holy Army. Next turn, we're going to attack with all my heroes. I'm just going to... well, I guess we should do the battles here, right? So Urzanar will fight Demonologists. Treafer will fight Demonologists. Targ is on the way. Urzanar keeps exploring. Do we have any other structures that need upgrading? We have a granary here. We'll upgrade it to a stable. We are lacking something here. We'll go down the pub route. Silver Mine for Urzanar. Way too tough. Very, very easy. But we're here, so we'll do it. Oh, right. When we lost a Death Touched, we lost the option to heal that Dark Knight now. He needs to kill things to get that done. same exact battle for Leith. In the main hall of your radiant castle appears a portal. Out comes the magician of majestic attire. He speaks. Hail, mighty lord. My name is Isravius, and it was my wife you disenchanted recently, lifting my curse. I'm listening. Keep going. A long time has passed since I cursed Loretta. Over time, I realized that it was I who was wrong, not her. Just as I sought to seek and help her, I discovered her restored manifestation near our castle. We talked, well, we spoke loudly, and made peace. I wanted to reward you for your honorable deed. Please, take this gift. Saying this, the sorcerer gives you a subject. That's not a subject, it's an object. It's a ruby ring. 4 hit points and 2 stamina. Good, these are also rewarded. Bless the pilgrims. Alright, this is it! So, before we go in, let's make sure I got everything I want to have. We were given Assassin Stiletto as for fighting the forces of evil. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so we don't need a hat of illusion. I don't need leather gloves. I don't care about slips over shoes. I don't care about the crystalline ring. We won't need the agate amulet. Repair all the gear. This gets left for our warrior. Okay. We're going to use the emissary's boots because we no longer have the ranger's set on us. Treafer. Oh, you're not using an elven bow. You are using a bandit's bow. I mean, that'll be fine. I hope. We didn't get any good flags, did we, during our time here? No banners. No amazing banners. Interesting. Well, I think I'm content with what you have on you. Targ. Oh, what's this belt? Oh. I think this is better. If we get another piece of the Valor set, we can equip this. But we're not, if we win these battles, I'm not expecting to need such. What am I going to give you as a weapon? I guess Elven Blades. Here's where we can get troops, if we do want troops before we head out there. I guess we should just take anything. Yeah, let's take some stuff. So sure, we'll take 2 plague shooters and 2 bowmen. And good luck, Targ. You're definitely gonna need it. Leith. I'm going to be content with what you have. Treafer has space for something. Let's go ahead and hire a Grand Rat. Or the Overlord. Okay. We will cast a Deadly Terror. Oh, look at that, everyone. We killed the hero who was here, I think, and we also lightly wounded the army. Okay, let's do it. All right, Leith is up first. That's a shame, but maybe he'll win. Scout. There's 5 war elephants. I thought there was 3. Oh, we are so doomed. Well, let's fight. We're here to fight. Guys, in this army, it's been a pleasure having you with me for all this time. We did really well. We leveled you as much as we could. It's a shame that in the end, this is what's going to kill you, is this really difficult group. But, well, it was worth the time to get here. Let's do this. And we'll raise the panic. If we can get... So the war elephants only have 5 morale left. So good hits on them might make them run. The terrain's also interesting, because there's a little blockade here. But I have no morale-reducing spells at the moment. We should have taken life drain or something. Well, let's get started. So... They have no ranged combatants on their side of the battlefield. Which is good. And the swamps are nice for this area, too. This does favor us, which I like. But it's going to be... This is an ugly battle next turn, when the elephants are in my face. Maybe we can get, like, if this... Well, it all depends on which one moves up. Well, let's do it. Actually, I want you out here. Help us heal, and let's end the turn. Okay. I think we still focus on this elephant to drain its morale even more. It's going to lose 4 morale every time we hurt it. These guys have round attack too, Tim. 6 range defense on these guys too. Holy crap. We could kind of... Well, that's a lot of hit points. We could kind of... Maybe this knight can tank a single hit from this thing. 1. And we can heal him so he can maybe not die. He's going to take 11 damage. No, he's dead next turn. No, we can't do that. We have to pull back. Next turn, we'll try killing it when it's here. A single good hit here will make this one scared, which means it won't be able to move. We also need to kill this and put a unit... No, that's going to be really tricky. Oh, this is really tricky. These elephants. We could headwind one. It would have to be this one. Okay. Before I decide... Okay, we are going to charge this. 1 morale. It's still able to function. It's not so bad. those hits, but it is bad. If we kill this guy, that will reduce his morale to 0, this elephant. Really? God, that sucks. If I shoot him, and he, let's say he moves here, then this guy can move up too and also contribute to the battle. So we kind of need to headwind. I'm glad we didn't name that guy. Okay, I'm glad we didn't name that guy. Okay, so we need to hit this one hard. And this one we covered a morale because the Icarite died that was near him. So all we have to do with this for this one is just hit him once, and then he can't move. This one's headwind, so we can ignore him a little bit longer. Oh, you know, they're all losing morale. Or it certainly feels that way. Interesting. Well, let's move you. Okay. So this is going to be painful, but we need to hit this one. Maybe we shoot it first. Drop its morale just a bit. Okay, and that one's now kind of pinned. Can't backstab an elephant, unfortunately. Fever it. This is a huge mistake, but we're going to swing this guy here. Yeah, okay, so he's dead. Sorry I lost Fremen. That was good. The atrophies will help there, too. But their morale is very low. Okay, so we can heal there. Can we... Oh my goodness. Kill him. This one's morale is almost gone. Okay, now this is afraid. Neither of these have morale. Lower his morale. And end the turn. Yeah, everyone is terrified. Oh my, thank goodness. Wow, am I gonna win this? Of course I am. I'm Supreme Tactician... Master Lotaeri. Then we can resurrect. Now this one's still very dangerous, and we'll be able to move 2 spaces, so we don't want to be near this if we can help it. Uh-oh, Tim, you just lost him now. You just lost like that say nay. Because this is going to move up and hit him. What were you thinking? You weren't thinking. Oh, wow. Thankfully, they panicked back into, oh, that was very lucky. They didn't have to move that way, mister. You got very lucky. Get that one's morale to be 0. So they're all going to be running away. All of them. You guys all rest a little bit. My goodness. I can't believe we're going to do it, and we won't even lose a unit. I'm sorry, no, we lost our Ikarai. We lost our Ikarai, right. Oh, I forgot about that. I might have accidentally raised the Ikarai instead of lost Fremen. I mean... It's still good. I guess it's not as acceptable as keeping a very high-leveled, double-tiered unit alive. Okay, we don't move this guy up. No, actually, we can move him up. We can move him up. Let's heal. No, we can't use him to charge. Or oh my goodness, 21 trample. That's silly. Remember that what that means is that if after attacking the unit has 21 or less hit points, it's killed. It's outright killed, and this unit tramples into its place. That's what that means. So we have to be a little careful about who we decide to run up there. Come on, catapult. Screw you. Why can't I get more? Why can't I get more? Whatchamacallit? Get more ammo. Looks like we're not going to need it in the end. Getting atrophy on him. Oh, wow. And he does no damage. on that counterattack. Just an 8. I heard that elephants were actually incredibly powerful when used in actual war for us in real life, but also were quite terrified of certain things. Pain being one of those things. And like a pikeman stabbing them would cause like a few to run and into their own ranks. And wow. And cause chaos. We did it. Holy crap, Leaf. My goodness. 2 morale. Ammo. Can't believe our workman hasn't gotten any special skills yet. That sucks. We're not getting lucky with him. We'll give you a hit point adorkable. Ammo for adorkable. Speed +1 for Vipera. Another level for her. Or him. Give you a resistance. 3 morale for Lost Fremen. Counterattack +1. Actually, 3 morale will be even more beneficial, so sure. 3 morale. Counterattack. Parry +2. Severe Hunger. Attack Metal. Sasha D can get resistance. Like that Say Nay, give you armor. This knight can get armor. Attack Metal's fine. Range attack +1. Begin a siege. Ancient Ruins. Examine it. Retreat, Urzanar. Got it. Bless them, return them to their parents. I cannot deprive you of your savings. Excellent. Make clothes out of it. Reward them. Alright, guys. It's over. We will siege this... Actually, I'm guessing that these defenses are not very strong, given what Dorkos has. And that he has light infantry. So the moment these walls fall, we will attack as well. It is over. The shard is ours. What an adventure. Tower of Knowledge. And to end the turn. Assassin, Bowman, Militiaman, Slinger, Sorcerer, and a Shaman have showed up. Good, might also get more experience points. We'll have Targ. Defend. And we'll use a Word of Life. Coming for you guys. Oh, this is amazing, because my undead will heal themselves. Oh, well, unless the warrior kills them. I would like to get that sorcerer. Oh, his resistance is high enough that we can't fever him. goodness. Well done, guys. Well done. We can also get back our Skeleton of Doom we lost. Oh, I forgot we had bowmen. I don't even care. Poor guys. We'll grab Armor Master 3. Range defense. Keep him. A commander has shown up. Commander, Slinger, Bowman, Sorcerer, and a Shaman. Good. Means we get more experience points. Treafer will defend it this time. Let's do it. So... haste here? Oh, that was dumb. Why did I move the knight there? And in the end, this isn't really going to matter very much. In fact, no one else really needs to move. I guess we can move these guys up. Oh, he has ranged tactics on his side. That should be good. Oh, that'll be a ranged defense medal on Petrino, that's for sure. I don't care. I'm sure they're very good, whatever those spells are, but no, I'm not gonna bother casting them. Let's see. Meditation, stamina, health, hit points, scout, bowman, sorcerer. Good, let's get more experience points. Treafer will do this battle too. We'll poison the water this time. These guys should not be as dangerous as the last ones were. Without the ranged attack bonus, they won't really be able to get through my ranged defense. Yeah, 5 instead of 7. Ooh, 3 stamina for Frost Sword. An old mine. Nope, with tentacle bolts are too tough. The hero targets besieging enemy fortifications in the province of Kratain. The wall has a wide enough breach to launch an assault, but some fortifications are still intact, which could increase our losses during the assault. Go ahead. I do not think he's going to have anything significant here to defend. And this will end this shard. If we are victorious... yeah, a bunch of tier 1 units. This won't be too bad. I don't really need to move anyone else up. Ooh, oh god! Okay. That's quite a bit of range damage on those 2 shaman. 1, 2. Looks like I should have... let's see. Maybe I'll web one of these guys. You know what? I'm just gonna... I don't care. Let's just charge these guys up. Yeah. Mostly as distractions. Or as distractions. Shaman before he's in your face. Everyone? Oh, are we leveled first? Resistance. Resistance. The ruler Doricos has been defeated and banished from the shard. It serves the bastard right. Whew. Victory. Earning the Tower of Knowledge, the Temple of Peace, and the Arena as permanent buildings for us in the future. 17 extra gold income. A veteran slinger is now in our garrison, and 6 extra gem income. 901 glory gained. No medals, unfortunately. The mortals of this shard call you their god, Lotaeri the Blessed. Or blessed. The legends of your deeds will be remembered and passed from one generation to the next for 901 years. My goodness, guys. That was amazing. What fun that was. Not too past the, well, actually, my 17%. Yeah, they expected us to win about turn 160 is when they expected us to win on this large shard. Now, I'll be very curious as to what happens when we come back to the Astral, because there were no shards left for us to assault. So either we're going to get a game over and lose, or the game's going to spawn more shards. Hopefully, it's the latter, not the former. Let's see what happens when we get back. Thunderation! Another immortal! The Astral has been getting crowded lately. Not the warmest of welcomes, I must say. This answer would have me confused before. Now, having observed you perverted beings, I am started to understand these sorts of phrases. You call this play on words. Attempts to use incomprehensible wording to conceal information. Let's leave the word play for later. Who are you? I am Ranadil, Lord of Tempests and Thunderstorms, Master of the world ringed by elements. So, let's be honest, shall we? In any civilization, I would be the only god. And who are you? Sorry, he needs a balloon head. Oh my goodness. There's a game I should probably play a little bit more, huh? How are we going to answer this? Another immortal, as you have justly observed. Yes, I see now that you are no different from the other immortals. So let us finish our conversation. I do not wish to hear another lie. Fine. Farewell. Indifference on Randall. And we have 2 more shards that have shown up. Just 2? Just 2. Alright, so let's take a peek at them really quick. But everyone, we are done with Eador Genesis New Horizons for the remainder of this year. This video will be going up next weekend, which is when August will have arrived. And almost 6 months, if I recall correctly, from when we started. And we'll pick this back up again sometime in either February or March in 2024, assuming, of course, I'm still around. In any case, this has been a blast. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this series as I picked it up again. We are so very close to the end of the game, too, I think. I think, potentially, the next shard that we invade will have the last key of truth on it, I am guessing. My goodness, guys. Can you believe it? We've been playing this game on and off for the past 4 or 5 years. Phew. What fun this has been. I am so glad that I've never encountered the hyper-leveling glitch since we moved to this version of the game. My goodness. Whew. We got lucky somewhat too, because I believe it does happen here. But I'm babbling. Let's take a look at these shards really quick before we go ahead and wrap up this episode. A really short episode. Maybe I should upload this tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow would be July 31st. In any case, let's take a look at these really quick. We have Muradin, a very big mixed shard, 42 astral energy income. The Fountain of Youth. The Artifact Master. Psi Monolith, the first of our tier 4 spell schools. The Secret Guild, another such thing. An Elven Bow, and 97 gold in our reserve. Or Telir, a large sea shard. So similar to what this is basically what we had just done. Military Academy. Traveling Circus. Monstrologist's Guild. A Berserker in our garrison, we'll just vendor him. A Great Horde Guard contract, which I don't particularly care about. And 38 gold gems. So not the most attractive one, this one. Well, when we come back a year from now, when we come back 6 months from now or so, or 7 months, we will attack Muradin, I'm thinking. Let's take a quick look at our statistics before we sign off for the rest of this year. We have conquered 37 shards. We cheated on 3 of those. One of those was Dogor's, and 2 other times we activated the cheat engine in order to win those shards. I really wish I did not have to do that. The only reason I did that once again was because the AI was hyper leveling, and I freaking hate when the AI does that. It ruins the whole experience for me. Thankfully, we haven't seen that since then, and when we came back to this in version 21 a year ago, we redid the last shard that we had cheated on. So instead of 4 cheats, we only did it 3 times. I will always mention that whenever I'm looking at this screen, because if we didn't do that, we would have had a few losses here. Less shards conquered, and less glory. We defeated 4 enemies. Who were they? Dogor, Lanashar, Stenria, and Adrunigan. 18,796 glory. We've been penalized quite a bit of glory now, with all the reverts that have been logged against us. So, we can maybe say that we're only being now penalized for really just 1 cheaty shard, point-wise at least. We've discovered 6 keys of truth. We need 1 more, which I think will be on one of these 2 shards when we invade it. We have 4 destroyer parts. We are not talking with Urdu anymore because I don't want to destroy the actual remainder of the parts that whatchamacallit gave us at the moment. And we also, speaking of destroying, we destroyed Dorgor's amulet. 645 astral energy earned per turn as well, with 2,529 in our bank. And it's astral turn 39. Yeah, we are definitely past the halfway point now. I think we've got another, potentially, 20 or 25 astral turns left or so, until I believe chaos invades and wipes out everything here, and our game ends in a loss. But hopefully, we'll be able to find that last key of truth and beat the game on the next shard we invade. I know a few of you were hoping that I would actually keep the series going, but I really want to make room for Halloweenish games coming up in the next few months. And I need to start recording them. I generally begin recording a few things in August, so they're ready to go when September rolls around. So I'll probably take a little break from recording these longer games on the weekends for the rest of August, and we'll find something new to play when September rolls around. So thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. And maybe I will see you in the next game, whatever that will be for the weekends, for Sundays, long games. And I'll see you again probably when we come back to this next year. Alright guys, thanks one more time, and I'll see you then. Take care everyone.